Hi, I'm Melissa and I have stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. So here's the thing. I've looked at a lot of websites, tried to find a lot of information. There's not a lot out there. In fact, when I was first diagnosed, my best friend asked me, well, she came to the house and she was like, I have to tell you, I looked online and there's not a lot for how to talk to your friend about stage 4 cancer. And I was like, wait, what? She Googled how to talk to your best friend that has stage 4 cancer. So I said, okay, well, what did that return? Like that, I mean, Google has everything, but there's limits. Anyway, between the two of us, I think we both early on, along with everyone else in my life, there's not a lot online. So, hence the vlog. I am a total open book. So here's the thing. I am a wife. I'm a mother of 2. They're 7 and 5, so they're little. And we have a lot of dogs. We have 3 dogs, a cat, and a gecko. And those are the only animals I know of. We might have others crawling around. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm a sister. I have one sister who's 3 years older. I'm a daughter. Both my parents are around. I still have grandmas alive, if you can believe it. You'll see friends, you'll see neighbors. What I'm hoping, here's the deal. So I decided, why not start a vlog? Show people truly what stage 4 cancer looks like on a day-to-day basis. They're not going to be all pretty. I'm not going to look like this all the time, which is pretty good, we'll be honest. But I thought it would be a good format because just like having a child, you don't get a manual with this. It's a lot of learn and go. A lot of the websites are super scary. You feel like you're going out there for help and instead you're shocked learning information that your doctor told you not to Google. But when you go to a website, you're like, oh. So anyway, unfortunately, there's a lot of us out there, but not very many people know much about it. As far as, I think people just think that I cut my hair this short, which I might have, but it's kind of a purpley red right now, and it's still pretty thin. But I'm hoping I can talk some friends into being on here and answering questions that are stage 4. I'm hoping I might be able to track down other speakers and I guess fun things. But then I also think there's probably some education. I think is probably the biggest thing that I'm hoping to teach people. There's so much that I don't show my friends even. It's kind of funny. My friends here, that's going to be my aunt because she was going to call me, or my mom. My mom calls all the time. Yep, that's mom. Anyway, I think there's a lot that people can learn. I think there's a lot of questions people have, and either they're afraid to ask or maybe the person in their life isn't as open. This kind of is what it is in my life. So with that said, I'm hoping to kind of be here quite often. I mean, here's the thing. I've only worked really of anything to write home about 2 jobs, both railroads. So I worked for UP for quite some time. I think 16 years, I can't remember. Maybe the HR person will correct me. And then I moved over to Canadian Pacific, or CP, and that's where I retired from. So most stage 4 people end up on disability. Our brains are kind of wacko. I mean, chemo just kills brain cells. And you have no energy whatsoever. So for the most part, if you see me at the grocery store, or you see me out, you see me looking like this. Like, pretty normal. You wouldn't, think anything of it, but there's a lot that lies beneath. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to shed and show you guys, along with the barking dogs, the noisy kids, the husband. So I'm super crazily blessed. My husband was a stay-at-home dad, and he gets to stay home still. My house is always a disaster. I like to blame my children. It's probably my husband, but that's okay. I love them all. Anyway, there's even more to that story that I'll share on my vlog, but this is my little intro. This is me. You get what you get. I live in Colorado. I smoke a lot of pot. I eat a lot of pot. I rub a lot of pot on me. There's a lot of salves that are great. That will be a training lesson because I think that, along with my diagnosis, are very misunderstood. So I want to just kind of educate, because why not? I don't have anything to do. And statistically, metastatic breast cancer, you have a 5% chance to live to 5 years. One thing you'll know, I can't cross my fingers. This is it. This is all I can do. I don't know why. I used to be able to. I have to like force it. Anyway, I can't do it on its own. Hopefully, I have a running bet with my oncologist to live to 10. However, his first response was kind of like, and so I said, seriously? And he's like, no, that's exceptional. However, so far I've been exceptional. At this time, I do not have any active lesions, mets, spots, cancer areas that they're concerned of. When I started this journey, I was diagnosed in lymph nodes, blood. My liver was covered. I had 2 spots in my lungs, left femur, left hip, left pubic bone, left tailbone. What else? Like, that's not enough. Anyway, I got my port back. So now I have a port. Depending on how I lean, you can see the tube that goes up. It goes up here around my collarbone and then down to a thing in my heart. And so every week I get, so right now I'm on a chemo. And that's the other thing I think I started this video for. So, not everybody loses their hair on every drug. Mine thinned out quite a bit, but it's not gone. So I still do chemo. I do 2 weeks on, 1 week off if my body allows it, which it has right now, but my white blood count has been horrid. So we might have to slow down chemo because I've pretty much been on it. This is the loud dog. Since I started Valentine's Day of 2016. So it'll almost be 3 years. And that's, if we're honest about chemo, it is a poison that has been manufactured so that you're kind of like at this teetering level of it's killing cells but not killing you. So hoping to just educate. I will answer any question. So anything you have, feel free. And I'll take you on my little journey. I did a lot of bucket stuff this summer. And I'm not really someone to like, hey, here's what I'm doing. But I'll take you places, show you what it's like to deal with this. Before I end, these are not my lashes, but they are my obsession. I will also tell you about things I love, just because you never know, you might want to reference it and be like, oh my God, that was amazing. You're welcome. Anyway, can't live without my lashes. Thank you, Miranda. She lives here in Colorado. Oh, so I live in Colorado. If I didn't say that, I'm sorry. I think I did though. Anyway, that's one thing that's going to be consistent. It just is going to vary by day how good they look. But I have to have my lashes. That helps a lot with me feeling better, that I don't look like a dude. Otherwise, sometimes it's kind of bad. But anyway, I hope you join me for this ride. Trying to keep videos to like 10 minutes, but like a lot of things in my life, I try to do this. It's this. Kayla, you're guilty with me, so don't feel bad. Okay, I love you all. And I'll send a video soon. But hope you enjoy, and hopefully somebody learns something. At least if one person learns something, it'll be worth it. And maybe there's fast forward on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know any of this stuff. But my 5-year-old probably does. Okay,